Good morning, my African brothers and sisters. How are you? I hope all is well with you. This is Teacher Kaitesi, and today I want to talk about spiritual jail. Spiritual jail. Okay? Now, spiritual jail is where us, children of the Most High, are being held. It is where we are being held. This is how these fallen entities are able to use our spirit to will what they want. The Bible says that at the end, we shall inherit everything. The reason why we shall inherit everything is because everything is being built and done from our energy. It is our energy that they use. Nothing in this world is done without the energy of the Most High. That one, they should never lie to you. The devil has nothing. He's a loser. He's poor. He doesn't own anything. Everything belongs to God. He's only a thief. Okay? Now, this is how they steal from us. We are in a spiritual jail. And while we're in that spiritual jail, they take everything. That's why I told you the other day that stop praying and asking for things. Every time you ask for things, because you're in a spiritual jail, whoever is holding you is the one that takes that, is the one that collects that. Then they give you some little crumbs of what you asked for. Yeah? So that it looks like you also took some. Yeah. But in actual sense, what you ask for can't get to you when you're in someone else's hands, when someone else is in control of you. Just think about it. If you're in jail somewhere and you ask for things and they come, do you think that the wardens will give you everything you asked for if it comes when it's a lot? They'll just give you a little and then they will take the rest for themselves. So we are in spiritual jail. Now for us, we are continuing. This is a continuation. Remember yesterday we sent everything off. Isn't it? Now we need to see where we are. For me, I told you I don't ask for things. So this is what I've been asking for the last couple of days. I've been asking the Most High to show me the spiritual jail where I am. Because I realized through spiritual guidance that for me to be able to break free, I need to see where I am. Okay? And then I had this dream. So in this dream, there's a number of us, big number. And we're in this place and this person is talking, giving instructions and saying everybody's going to be taken where they're supposed to be. And when you're there, it would be good for you to do what you're told. Otherwise, there will be consequences. So the moment I hear consequences, my mind quickly alerts me that, this is the spiritual jail that I've been asking to see. So I'm led, me and another 2 people are led to this big tree. And we are told to go up the tree. At the base of the tree, there's someone seated with a switch in their hand. And this switch has many wires running from it onto the tree and going up. I'm noticing. So we are told to go up the tree. There are steps hammered onto the tree, so we go up the tree. When we get up, there's a cage, big cage, like a room. Big metallic cage. The soldier tells us to enter. We enter and he locks, big locks outside, and he goes back down. I look at the room and all around the room there are wires. The wires that come from down from the other switch are continuing up and they are all in the room, in this cage, and even on the floor they are running all around. Second, the floor is wet. There is water. There is water on the floor of the cage. So while I'm standing in the cage, moving up and down, looking at it, I figure, okay. So anytime we refuse to do what they want, they electrocute us. Yes, because these wires are there to transfer the electricity, and the floor is wet so that we get electrocuted. So once we get electrocuted, then we consent to what they want. So I said, now I need something to help me with this. So I start looking around the room and I see in the corner there's a pile of old wooden broken pieces. But you see, all this is manifesting because I am beginning to become conscious of the fact that this is the jail which I have been asking to see. And this is the thing, when you're dreaming, be aware. Once you're aware, you can manifest anything. Okay? Within where you are. So this pile, I go through the pile quickly. I find a big piece that I can sit on. I take the piece, put it in the middle of the room, of the cage, and I fold my legs quickly and I sit on the piece. Once I'm seated, I'm like, okay, now I'm not in contact with the water or the cage, the metallic cage anymore. I'm like, now if they send the electricity, I will not be affected. So the other two people look at me and I tell them, find something. Otherwise, once they switch that downstairs, if that person downstairs switches on, you will get shocked. So they start going through the pile, and as they're going through the pile, I wake up. Okay? So I managed to get myself secure, but I'm still in the same cage. But this time, I'm not affected by them sending that electricity. Meaning, I will not do what they want, but I'm still in the cage. Okay? Brothers and sisters, let's take ourselves seriously. Let's take ourselves seriously. You see, our Father knows that we have the ability and the strength to get ourselves out of this cage using the Spirit. His Spirit is within us. God doesn't come at everything that we need to know about life is here. God is here, Satan is here, demons are here, angels are here. Everyone is here. And everything here is in people here. The good, the bad, the ugly, everything is here. The innocents who are learning this, because this is a lesson to certain people, they are also here. Okay? The reason why I told you yesterday that you need to stand away, not be shielded anymore to these people, is so that you stand away and they get seen for what they are. Okay? Now let me explain that part. You see, when you read the Bible and you see what they did to Jesus, how they caned him, the anger that those soldiers had, it wasn't because Jesus had done something bad to them per se, but it was because all the shame, all the anger was on him. Everything, the sorcerers, the witches, the child sacrificers, the murderers, the thieves, all that sin. That's why they said he was carrying all the sin. All that sin was with him. So when these people were looking at him, the reason why they could choose him, Barnabas over him to be freed, and they said, nail him to the cross and leave Barnabas, who was a murderer and a rapist, is because all they could see in Barnabas was the murderer and rapist. But in Jesus, they saw the child sacrificer, they saw the thief, they saw the murderers, they saw the rapist, they saw all the other evil. Why? Because it had been put on him. He was standing in the way of these entities. The people who were doing these things, Jesus was standing in their way. He was their shield. This lesson that we are teaching humanity, we, that's why I said we are young brothers and young sisters of Jesus. We are helping humanity understand what Jesus did. For them to get it is for us now to move away, so that the innocents can now see these people who they have been praising in their true sense. Someone has been teaching people in the church, standing in front there, behaving like he's all upright. Then he goes home, he's doing other wrong things. He's practicing incest, he's practicing witchcraft, he's practicing promiscuity, he's practicing all those things. But when he comes in front of people at church, he's all upright. They don't see him as he is because he has someone at their home they are covering. So moving around with all that shame, all that evil that they have done is on us. We are the ones who are covering it. Us who have the Spirit of the Most High, the children of the Most High. Okay? So the reason why this season we have to move away is so that the world gets the lesson. Once we move away, their trueness, their true nature, who they really are, will be seen to everyone. And everybody will be like, that's what it means. That's what it means. This is why we always looked at this person and didn't understand why we didn't like them. This is because they were covering this. You get? For people to understand the power of God, they will learn from us, his children. This is why it says that every knee shall bow down and everybody will know that indeed God is real. For them to know that God is real is because they will have seen. They know you. They know what you have been through. They know the other person. They know what they had. Then you move away. Then they see the other entity for what they truly are. Then they understand what you are carrying. Now for you, when you move away, you're going to get yours. You're going to become yourself, your true nature. your true purpose. Brothers and sisters, I need for us to wake up. The world has fallen apart. Look at the politics of the world. Look at the politics. Look at what's happening. People have stolen until apparently corruption is a normal thing. It is okay to be a thief. It is okay. So before we know it, it will be okay to murder a couple of people so that you can take their wealth. Yes. Because if it's okay to be, okay, for you to say that it's okay for society to be corrupt and you get used to it and you think it's a normal thing, next step you will allow that killing people is okay. Because people are already killing other people and getting away with it. So now if you kill someone who's very rich and you take their wealth, it will end up being okay, because after all, I need to get wealthy also. You get? We are making it seem like it's normal to be evil, and it is not. So it is us. The reason why we were brought here is to put this world back on a sane path. That's what our Father sent us here to do. First, to observe. All these families that we have been in, we know what they have been doing because we have been observing, with the Spirit showing us, look at what so-and-so is doing, listen to what they have said, look at their practices, see how they present themselves in public in relation to what they actually do. We are there. We are the trap. Chosen ones, you are the trap. You're your family's trap. You're the entity that was sent there to know everything that is happening. The reason why you know is because you're the one who's covering it. Once you move away, everybody sees them for who they are. And the world learns the power of the Spirit of the Creator through us. Okay? This is why it's our time to get our rewards, get back what is ours. Because they need to see that, okay, so this whole time they were living this way because they were carrying all this baggage. Now without the baggage, they thrive. We have everything. We came here with everything. Our families started experiencing our wealth before we were born. Certain things came to our families because of us. Because we were going to be born there, certain things came. Things came to them when we were growing up so that they could give us a little of those crumbs. Because for them, they don't give. They are not generous. So they have to have so much so that they can be able to give you a little, because they are selfish, even when it's yours. Okay? So my brothers and sisters, awaken and leave the cage. Only 8% of us, just 8 only, need to be awake to cause a shift, and it's our time. We need to cause the shift so that we can take over and put the world back in its true place. Earth needs it. Mother Earth is on our side. The Most High is on our side. Nobody can be against us anymore. Let them go. Let them go and try all their different magic. It won't do anything. Just pray, meditate on where your jail is and how you're going to free yourself from it. Okay? First, even if you're still in that jail, let their power be useless on you. They can't electrocute me anymore because I am not seated. I'm not standing on the floor with the weight, with the water. So I'm now secure, even if I'm still in the jail. Now my next step is to come out of that cage. Okay? So let's take this step together. Please, if you have anything you want to share, share it. Share it with other people. I was never somebody who was going to start a channel to talk about this. Never really thought that I could be. I started it, like I told you, so that I could help my children, the children I teach, so that I could show the people that these things we're teaching children are useless to them. Let's teach them something that they can use. Okay? This is what I started it for. Now look at where I ended up. So please, if you need to share information, share it with the rest of us. Because this war, we can only win it if we fight together. Me fighting alone won't do anything. It will make an effect, yes, but me freeing myself in a world where my brothers and sisters are still in jail, I won't make much of an impact. That's why I know that for me, whatever information I get, I share with you, we move together. Please find out where your spiritual jail is. Find out. Be awake in your dreams. Ask that you are as awake, as clear as day, so that you're aware and you know how to break free. I wish you all the best. Okay? The Most High is with you. Take care.